Welcome, guys, to our first, second, third, fourth class of this month of May. We have already established, what our intro is gonna be. Verse is gonna be pre-chorus, chorus, verse two, pre-chorus, chorus two, verse three, pre-chorus, and then already decided what an outro is gonna be. Just as I have attended class. Thank you, Sumit. Thank you for the kind words. Hopefully, did you try what I said? What I said about the different BPM that you can do. So it was very interesting thing actually. So and I'm gonna share it with you, all of you now. Sumit asked which BPM would be the best. So what I suggested him is that what he can do is not within the same project because it might can get quite confusing, but make different projects or different BPMs and just sing over it and see and just realize which one feels better and which one. So like as time goes by, you will become so good at it that you won't need it. But in the initial beginning, even I remember changing the BPM quite a lot and everything. So it's completely fine if you can't decide the BPM because you want your song to like well if you there's always that emotional connection to your song, so you always want to be the best in everything, which is a completely normal thing to strive for, right? And now we'll just so the solution to that is create multiple projects, different BPMs, and whichever one you like, keep that one, delete the rest, right? So that you don't get confused. But now let's just listen to what we have created so far. And my volume is down. We are going to arrange it. So I still haven't written the lyrics for this one, and I have to sit down do the previous songs, guitar parts also. I was hoping on Saturday, Sunday my work would get finished. It still hasn't. It's been resolved, but I have to just do the work. Um, Probably like till tomorrow. If I am not able to sleep tonight, then I'll finish that work. But for today's agenda is going to be so we let's say this is our kind of the thing that we've written. We're gonna listen to the verse because I know there is nothing in the verse. प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में तुम. The first thing I'm gonna do, this is not how you use compressors, by the way, but I'm gonna use the compressor just so I don't have to manually do all of these kind of things. 1 second, guys. Oh. Right, so this is not how you use compressor, but I'm gonna use it like this because okay, who remembers what threshold is? Daniel, uh, and someone else. Do you remember what threshold is in compressor, which is going to be a nice way to introduce everyone else into the world of compressors? Anyone wants to take a guess what threshold is, so that we can. And why would I be using it? The level where the song correct. Good one. Threshold is actually the level where it starts to compress. Good. So if the threshold is still here and the volume is there and the volume is there, it's not going to work. Threshold can only work when the volume exceeds the threshold, and that's when it starts to activate itself. All right. So that's very good. Thank you, Phoenix. Somehow my streamer thing is. Let me just do this and do that. The streamer names are on and it's hiding them for some reason. I don't know how to disable it manually, but anyways, but that is correct. So why do we want to do this? We're gonna first disable it. I'm gonna move it aside. Now, in all of these classes that I'm trying to show, the whole main idea is for you to listen to the very particular things. All right, listen to this. And then listen to halfway through. Right, so the volume difference. Now listen to the volume. Right, obviously there is one part of that thing that says, yeah, when you look at it, you know. I'm sorry, I'm getting scammed by someone. I am getting scam calls. How do I mute this guy? Always. Thank you. Done. Right? So now let's listen to this. प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है. I know the one. Yeah, this one seems more that thing, aggressive, I guess. So here the volume drops. पैसों की versus प्यार में खुश पैसों की. Do you guys hear that? Arjit, Sumit, Jay. प्यार में good. So the thing is, right now, this is not how you use compressors. What I want to do is I want to slightly. It's slight, but but let's turn this on. Right, I'm just gonna put this. Just for now, I'm just gonna boost it by like 1 or 2 dB. प्यार में खुश रहना तुम पैसों की बारिश. Well, it's little bit better. It's not that great. प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में तुम भीगना तुम्हें आता है. Right, so we're just gonna take those levels for now, and now we're gonna add a little bit of violin shots here. It didn't do that much, by the way. I'm gonna go and take this, and we're gonna go. How to add multiband compressor is very easy to add, by the way. This is our compressor, right? Multiband, more than one band. Get it, John? That's it. So now you can decide which frequencies are getting more compressed than the others. So by the way, multiband compressor works in a very different way. So sometimes, let's say when you're trying to tune the bass, what also can we add in the orchestral music and how to use them? All right. Okay, what is multiband compressor? Okay, wonderful questions. Multiband compressor is very simple. Yes, I'm still here. Thank you. Multiband compressor is very simple. This is a single band, which means regardless of any frequencies, right? Regardless of EQ, of any frequencies from all the way from 0 hertz to 20 kilohertz. It says 20, but it's technically it's 21 kilohertz, right? Everything will get compressed like this. However, if I turn this on, now what it's saying, apply this compressor settings to only this part, to only this frequency spectrum. This frequency spectrum gets these compressed like this, and now this determines how to do that. So you can compress particular spaces in the EQ. It's as simple as that, of a single tone, of a single track. Does that make sense? Correct. Exactly, Sumit. Low, mid, high. And as you can imagine, you can control how much of low mixes into this. So you see the crossover? So that determines how they are crossing over. So you can go from, well, sir, but can't that be done using single one? No. So Arjun, so imagine this, right? So what happens is, so let's say this is this. Now what you're trying to do, see, ratio is by how much you're going to compress. What that means is like 2:1 means that the every 1 dB that goes above the threshold, you compress 2 dB, right? That's what 2:1 means. Now you can compress the bass all the way to 6 and keep this at 2. So now you're compressing the bass part. And now let's say we're gonna compress 12 dB of this, right? Now we can make the attack slower, release easier. So these settings that you can change, they are dependent on the fact that you can sculpt your compressor according to the EQ spectrum. Most of the time, start with 1. Okay, I'm sorry, I haven't eaten anything all day. Most of the time, start with 1, and then once you start hearing the difference in compressors, that's when you can do that. So now we have covered ratio today. Oh no, not experimental, but they're very fine tuning tools, very fine tuning, right? So you apply one compressor, and of course, if you can make it sound good in one compressor, and then you're like, no, I can take it to the next level because I'm hearing the difference. That's when you take it. So to call them experimental would be wrong, right? But they're very specific tools, right? So that's how those works. And now let's come back to this. I wouldn't say smoother. What is knee? Knee is keep forgetting here. Knee is the crossover between thing, controls the range of the compressor's threshold, right? So this is like, I'll show you what this does. The representation of knee is in this thing. So you know how like a threshold acts like this, क्या कहते हैं, like a bar, it's like this bar, but knee makes that like that increase like this, like, see, does that make sense? So it like bends it like a knee. It actually, you know how the knee bends? Yes, correct, exactly. Harder and smoother compression, correct. So let me show it to you in terms of this. There you go. So now you'll see that the threshold is this, right? And knee is defining the this thing, क्या कहते हैं अपना slant. So if I take the knee, where is my knee, man? No. This is the threshold, right? But the see, you see the thing is not changing, the curve. But this is not a markup, man. Attack is fine. Ratio is that is ratio by how much it will do. Oh wait. I'm pretty sure there is another. Let me find that knee for you now that you have. And it really does a very good job of showing the knee. Nope. Now you can't see. Which one has it? Limiter, punchy, frequency gate. Interesting. Where is my knee? But it is kind of like smoother and faster compression and all that those kind of things, as it was said by. I am pretty sure that there was a very good representation of knee here. So hard and smooth compression also depends on attack and release, right? No, attack and release do not talk about those, like whether it's hard or smooth, right? Because threshold determines when it enters, and like this is how it's going to work. Attack determines what happens right immediately, like when does it start to come in after the threshold is crossed. Does that make sense, John? Like, okay, so the threshold crosses, attack in milliseconds determine that 20 milliseconds after it crosses the threshold, this is the attack will come in. Like, this is now how much compression is added, that depends on the ratio. Does that make sense? Here it's not representing it, that's the issue, because it changes the threshold cut in, right? And release obviously once it is attack has come in, once the attack has begun by this much ratio, then after what time should it release, right? So it is not smoother or that thing. So knee is the only thing that is determining how smooth or that thing is. This is just a plain compression settings. But anyways, I think we'll just move on and we'll start arranging it to the best of our ability. I want to just this is not what I want. Call leg, no, we want pizzicato. What we're gonna do is we're gonna find. So this is not triggering, guys. Okay. So now, not that I'm angry, not that kind of trigger, but let me show it to you. So what all instruments can we add in? Right. So that was a very. Why am I missing every one of Daniel's comments, man? Right. So in orchestral music, there is different sections. There is the brass section, there is the string section, there is the woodwind section, and there is these kind of all these sections. So essentially, having that basic knowledge helps. All right. So in orchestral, what is all the guitar? Classical guitar is an orchestral instrument, and it is not. Electric guitar, however, is not. Bass guitar is not an orchestral instrument, but double bass is. Those of you who have never seen a double bass, when I say double bass, I mean this. I do not mean the drums double bass. Okay. Many times the kick drum, I call it the kick. All right, so that everyone knows this is the double. So when you see the string section, right, I'll just show you. That's a very good actually question, man. The string section is made up of four violin, viola, cello, and double bass. Right. Now the woodwind section. So there's a lot. So E flat clarinet. Okay, this is a very piccolo is a very high pitched that thing. Bass clarinet, double bassoon. Right, bassoon and all these kind of things. There you go. Flute, piccolo, clarinet, oboe, bassoon, recorder. Recorder is you could call it a woodwind, right? And then there is brass. The brass section. Now this is how the jazz started to form, because they started to mess around with the brass section with the drums and everything. Drums, however, are not orchestral instrument, right? So here you go. Trombones, bass trombone, trumpets, cornet, no, very rare. Flugelhorn, tuba, very good. Tenor horn, and this thing, and then saxophones and all these kind of things. But saxophones are not. They're considered a modern take on band and kind of those things. The French horn is again a very popular brass, right? So saxophones are not. They are brass instrument, but they're not considered in the orchestral family. So all these kind of like basic things. So there are these different families that you need to know about, right? So now we are coming back to this. So those are the basic ones. Which one do I? And then percussion, there is a timpani and all these kind of things. Even a triangle is considered orchestral instrument, right? So you can add your own VSTs and make up your own thing. All right. So now what it says. One more. How do we integrate brass and strings? Okay, I'll show you. So I'll just show you. All right. Good question. So first of all, that's a very good question, but I want to show you triggering. So now I don't have a keyboard, but that I don't. Sir, is there any good plugin for only for orchestra? Yeah. So a lot of they're not considered called plugins. They're called instruments, virtual instruments. Even though we add them as if they're plugins, adding orchestra and song can be a good idea. Oh, that's what I do. So that's exactly like I've already done it in this song, right? Piano again. It's a orchestral instrument, right? So I already added the cello right here. cello. See, so adding orchestration, that is literally what I do. That's half my songs are, and that's kind of my style, and I like to refine it a little bit more. So that is what I'm trying to do. But if you guys give me 1 second, now all good questions, by the way, all good questions. And Jay, there is I'm just gonna cover this fast. A lot of 8do has them, and then there is everyone like a big Spitfire. They see 90% off. I mean, I guess 8do sales. Okay, there 90% is. Oh yeah, see, studio orchestral bundle, studio strings, brass and winds. See, so even when you're trying to buy these kind of instruments, they are also come with the names of string, brass and winds, right? There you go, and they're really good. Oh yeah, sure. And by the way, dude, you can just Sumit, you can go here, free instruments, sampler synth, virtual instruments, and you might try. I know there are good ones. There are not good ones, I would say, but they are there. You know, there are a few orchestral good free plugins. I know for a fact. Yeah, Jay, I'll just type it. I'll just type it. Yeah, just let's get over this. So now we are at C0, right? So this is so in Reaper it is one octave ahead, right? So you see, because I don't have a keyboard and I don't want to like set these kind of things manually, like with a key without a like I have to set these things without a keyboard and all this triggering. So I'm just gonna write these things in the MIDI itself. So now every time this part plays, it knows it needs to start playing pizzicato. Pizzicato is when violin players play with their fingers, like they pluck it, like how we pluck guitar. That's how they do it. Right. So I definitely need one octave up. This is too low. So I'm gonna go for something like I'm gonna just dive into not 8th note but 16th notes, right? Too fast. Let's try 8ths again. I'm just trying to fill the void out just a little bit, and I think I'll keep to the 16th only. It just feels a bit more complete. And then the next chord is in A with a major 7th. Okay, that one is too much. I do need one. Right? And then we can continue with C sharp, or we can take it ahead. Right? So we're just adding that little bit of rhythm to it. And we're just gonna copy this. Actually, I'm just gonna copy the whole thing and just try to find that kind of that rhythm pattern for this. Right, so obviously the volume is dropping here, so this is now we need to increase the volume later, not right now. We just write. Now what I can do? Can anyone guess what I can do here? खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है. Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? It's very obvious actually. So you go प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है. Can anyone guess? Can just you can we've talked about this. There is a it is called something. Okay, two answers are coming. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see what you guys think. I'm just gonna type it here. So these are not free. Okay. Oh, that's what you think. Okay. There you go, Jay. I typed it. Okay. Remember, Sumit. All right. So this might seem a bit little. Yeah. The remember Sumit. Phoenix. Were you typing something? I was trying not to miss your comments. And one of the things that is like always have to remember, we can always come back and edit the file, right? So it's not something written in stone. We're just trying to. Oh, okay. प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है. No. How's that possible? Yeah, we'll get to that bass. Yeah. We'll get to that. So our chords go and this is E. One second. प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है I'll let this part be. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna put it here. Now प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में तुम भीगना. Not going there. So now what I'm gonna do, because I'm just gonna mute this and just now let's listen to it without anything else. Let's find that note first. Right, so that's the thing. for now we're just gonna write this. Now we have to decide what kind of bass do we want. So we can actually go with the bass sustain here. It's gonna be super low, super tight, and like you know so obviously, but we can't do much with it. So one of the restrictions with I'll just make you listen to it, right, because I have to put it. This I always get wrong. Right, we need C sharp. Right, I'm just gonna go here, proper instruments, make sure that my bass, this is how I set up, so I know. But why is it? It is in bass shots. That is why that's an issue. Unmute. Oh, we are already written for it. Okay, we're gonna try again. Right, so now we have this like low kind of bass where we can make it even go lower. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, too low. We're gonna make it this. Well, I think that's gonna sound good. I think I just realized the BPM can be a bit 1 or 2 lower, but we're gonna try ahead with this. It's fine. Oh, not bad. So it's like, so you just have to layer it like properly, right? So Archana, can we add bass instead? And that is our bass for now. And now what we're gonna do differently is gonna Control C, Control V, right? We're gonna go A, B, and then we're gonna make the E. Can anyone guess why we're gonna take this route for the bass? Listen to just the bass, right? Can anyone guess why we took that route? It is playing the same root notes, but we are doing kind of a different this thing, right? So we're just taking a different approach. We're taking this ascending approach here. So right now, if I make this go C, it's leading to something. So that C sharp can't exist. So now this creates this momentum. Listen to this. Right now, listen to this. So now we have that bass structure going on. Next, and then next, and now. Na 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 na. Now this whole idea that I wrote in front of you guys, right? So I haven't worked on it one single bar without you. So now we know that this, when this bass goes actually, you know what, I think I'll give that to the cello. That's not a half bad line, man. Right? So this is one of the things that I want to tell you is like, this is supposed to be your game. right? So it can go da 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 da. Okay, yeah, this is recording, wonderful. Da 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 da. Da da da. So we are going to let me just experiment a little. Da da pa da da half. Alright, so we can't hear that. That's a different matter. But let's try to just the right now. Let's with the bass sustain. So we can add other things to it, right? Na 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 na. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna destroy this. Destroy. I mean, I'm just gonna stop. Do that, and what I'm just gonna quickly re-record over it just to see what I have from this section, right? And let's stick to one section today. Let's just stick to verse. And now we have created that momentum also, so that's very good progress. What I want to think about, well, I'm gonna keep the melody the same. Should I sing the lyrics or not? Because the lyrics need working. Interesting. Plus, I'm trying to remember the lyrics now. What were my lyrics? I remember the second half. I don't remember the first half. Got it. प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में तुम्हें भीगना तुम्हें आता है ना प्यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में तुम्हें भीगना तुम्हें आता है. Yep, so it's right. That sounds like crap. That violin shots. See, this is, but you have to do it, right? You have to like go through that creative process, what was coming in your head, and change it up. Again, now I'm going to change the trigger because I had another idea, so it's completely fine. You have to, the only thing is, if you guys weren't here, I'd be moving at lightning speed while creating this thing. So I did that, like in the sense, like not in the sense like you guys, not that you guys are stopping me, but in the sense that you just have to keep iterating, and now I know for a fact that it needs to. And why isn't this moving? Violin shots, yeah. Oh, I'm not looking at violin shots, that's why it's not moving. No, I'm looking at violin shots. What? Oh, what is happening? Weird. Is this violin shots? Or have I opened something else? Oh, it's muted, that's why. Wonderful. Right, so just be very aggressive with this kind of creating, right? So now we're gonna go feather spiccato, right? And we're just gonna try something full. Obviously, we're gonna delete this. I don't think that's. Ah, delete. Got a new mouse. This will start sounding like a track now. Okay, now why is it sounding good here? I don't understand. Okay, sounds very bad here, right? How does it sound good at one place and sucks the other? Okay, now I again think this is good. I don't know. So I'm just again just reiterating it fast. I hate that one. Nope. This is to going. Let me just see if it's my vocals that are the issue. Ooh, I have a nice idea. So even this, let's make this ascending as well, right? And then the upbeat here. Ooh. So now we shut the voice off. So, but we still have that reference. And Archit and John are typing something. I'm just gonna wait for them. Sir, I think the volume of this is a bit more. Yes, I feel like due to the bass, there is a little mud. Guys, all our music production, like mixing and mastering, wala issue, right? So the issues with volume and all these things, we'll sort it them out once we have the whole section together, right? So once we are in the, we are currently in the composing phase, and that's we need to like kind of dissect those two, because right now we're going for what sounds good. For example. Let's say you're in the like art processing wala phase, and this is right before coloring, right? Now you're just going for what looks good, all the proportions and everything, all that stuff. So there's something very common to that, right? So yes, the volume is not the best. That's why we tried to put a compressor. It didn't work. And then like bass is creating mud. Yes, of course it is. Nothing is mixed. Nothing. We're just like letting our creativity out. So don't confuse those two things at the moment. Like, don't let them overlap too much. Sometimes you'll do the volume a little bit up and down. I've done it also, right? See, left and right panning, a little bit of volume, but nothing as such, right? So skeleton should be exactly. So we're just like kind of making, like, what can we do to make this sound good. This is going to be Let's gonna try. Oops. Let's just try. Control C. Control. Oh, probably won't work. Yeah. See, so that's the thing. So it does sound better. But one of the things I'll tell you is because I also was like, I'm gonna again delete this, right? And now we're gonna go back again here. Cancel. It's showing me error because nothing is armed, so I can't record. So the whole thing is wrong because of the phrasing, right? Because the phrasing, I've not written the lyrics, and essentially I'm just gonna keep this one ahead. Bass goes up, then comes down, and your voice goes up. So what if we move down the last note? So bass goes up, this comes down, and your voice goes up, right? So what I want to do is, like, I want the instruments to carry that momentum up while the voice is going down, right? And then they're hit with na 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 na, right? So let's see. I really want a guitar here, like just playing chords. Na 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 na. Yeah, probably guitar. And this part you can add violins instead of guitar, like the here. Oh, you will. Okay. Now see, this is one thing that you have to fight as a this thing as a composer, because there's this great idea and we have to go, but it is such a good idea that I can't pass up the thing, right? It's gonna sound good. It's gonna sound good. This doesn't work as well. One second, I'm a bit. Nice. So just copying the melody, which is very good. This phrasing, it never works with these kind of things. You have to kind of do a lot of manual stuff. So for now, when we want this thing, let me just do one thing for now. Hmm. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Yeah, I thought that would work. It didn't. Na, 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 na. Na, na, na. See right? Do you see, like right? That was nice. So what I'm trying to say is like, and I've showed it in last month also. Write the ideas down. And Sandeep isn't here. He was one of the students. He was very keen. He got sick. He couldn't make it to this month. He's going through exams and all this stuff. But what I want to prove to you guys, Daniel has seen it, Jay has seen it, and John has seen it, is when you're writing, right? Once you have that idea of writing, right? Connecting them, this is the arrangement part, right? It'll come. It'll come, but it'll only come if you are willing to spend the time to experiment with the arrangement. See, mute all of this, or mute all of this, all of this, all of this. Wrote the skeleton. Sir, by writing, writing is composing here, Archit. So writing is the song that you've written is you've written it, right? So writing and composing are one and the same. They are synonyms. When you say write, that means to compose. Got, yeah, very easy. So now when you take this something away, na, 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 I feel like the chorus should be twice as long though, right? So it goes like na 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 na. So now I'll tell you something. So now when we first did this vocal first take, right? Listen to the first take. Na 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 na. That was the thing. Now if I mute this and I sing over this like this. Right, all of a sudden we have this idea of how we want to write or this song, right? Even the way the texture of the voice is going to be more aggressive in the what do you say, in the chorus, right? So this transcends language in the sense that you're just writing thinking about the music right now, probably adding a little distortion to the exactly. Sir, how do you record the drums? I do not record the drums, Archit, at all. I use something so yeah, I'll just show you. That's a good. When did it turn 7, man? When I don't even know how it turned 7 this fast. Anyways, let's look at our progress first, then we'll take Archit's question as last, and then we'll finish the class, right? So Sumit asked what was the agenda for today. The agenda for today was, wait, did I destroy my, anyways, not, I remember the melody, so it's fine. So agenda was to write this, right? To have that kind of structure. Why? Because we can do Control C and Control V, right? Oh, right, man. Strings with the, because I really want to do it here. Na, na, na. Oh, that's this. Da. So now that's a very good question, by the way. And now let's take our something like horns or longs. So I'm gonna show you. I don't know if I should show it to you now because there's no time. But what you have to kind of do with, let's go with horns. All right. Actually, no. Let's go with trumpets. Right. We're gonna create one short, and then we're gonna create one long. Right. So now when this thing, so when this begins, so what we're going to do is going to write a power chord, but for trumpets, right? I'll show. This is a very very powerful technique, and so this is doing a crescendo right now. So it's like it's increasing in volume. We need power sustain. Fast, 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 fast. So we need no, that's not stuck at this more. We need this is doing power crescendo. We need power sustain, right? So we've shifted to power sustain. Good. So we're gonna do, pose the same thing. What, did I use the same stuff? Oh, weird. Anyways, right? So imagine this is now the kind of that will give you the power, right? Pump, and this is where the most of my C sharp, and we need what, and E, a C sharp. Yeah, we need an F, but technically it's an E sharp. And then we need a C sharp again. Listen to this. Oh, good one. No, we need an F sharp. How do we need an F sharp? Yeah, exactly, exactly. So wait, man. So I'll show you what the in panning. This is like a, oh no, this is power chord, right? So here you go. Like, so we go like this, right? What am I doing, man? I'm so dumb. 1 5 and then octave, right? Why is something sounding off? Because the chord is probably wrong, man. I just have to quickly check. What did That's what I thought. I was like, C sharp is going. Why isn't this going? Right. So I wrote it like this. There's somebody at the door and I can't take it right now. Listen to this. So now we're at a point where we need to like decide. So definitely the volume is too much here. So we're gonna take. Yeah, even I have to bounce, guys. So okay, tomorrow, guys, we'll talk about trumpets and how we can arrange them with that thing, and how we actually write for drums as well, because we need to write the drums as well, right? Even I'm gonna cut the class now. Thank you guys for showing up. 7-3 trumpets electric rhythm. I mean, see, Phoenix, you can't make those hard and fast rules, right? Because sometimes it will be, sometimes it won't be, because sometimes the trumpets and everything, they can carry melodies also, right? So I know you're trying to like make sense. Oh, trumpet is like this. No, in this scenario it is like this, but in every other scenario it will keep on changing, right? It will keep on changing. It will be different thing every time. So whatever suits your needs, that is what is going to happen, right? But for now you're right. For now you're right. Oh, okay, guys. I'm just gonna no, take care, Sumit. See you guys tomorrow. I think this song is going to be great. I think we're doing a really good job. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We already written a little bit of chorus, and we have now we're doing pre-chorus and verse. I think this is gonna be tight. All right, guys. Take care. Bye. Bye bye.